Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Inside Golf. I'm Harry Donahue. I'm at Aronimink Golf Club in Newtown Square, Pennsylvania. And next September, here at Aronimink, they'll be holding the BMW Championship, which is basically the semifinals of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Some of the best players in the world will be right here at Aronimink. We'll talk to the club's president, Joe Fabrizio, about what we can expect. Also coming up today, we'll go inside Lou's laboratory at Talamore. We're talking to Lou Guzzi with one of his new prized pupils. And on our Teed Off show today, the panel will talk about some of the best tips they have as to how you can lower your handicap. It's coming up next, right here on Inside Golf.
Inside Golf, now celebrating its 20th season, is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 54 courses, 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee of Philadelphia. The First Tee helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit thefirstteephiladelphia.org. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man Magazine, it's a Jersey way of life. And by Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf. Take time to thank your local PGA golf professional.
Along with being stewards of the game of golf, your local PGA professional wears many hats.
We are teachers.
We are players.
We are managers.
We are merchandisers.
And community leaders.
But we all wear one badge.
PGA professionals are well-trained experts who work hard to share the joy of golf with our neighbors for over 90 years. To find your local PGA professional, visit phillypga.com. Brought to you by the Philadelphia section of the PGA.
We are the experts in the game and business of golf.
Welcome back to Inside Golf. We are at Aronimink in Newtown Square, concentrating on another major event coming to this venue, September 2018. It'll be the third leg of the FedEx Series, the BMW Championship, and a man who's going to be, well, right in the middle of everything, maybe not as a competitor, but certainly in the planning stages, the president of Aronimink Golf Club, Joe Fabrizio. Hey, Joe, good to see you again.
Harry, good to see you again.
And, boy, this is going to be another big event, like I said, for your golf club.
It's going to be a great event. We're looking forward to it. As you know, Aronimink has hosted many great events over the years, going back to the '62 PGA Championship, the U.S. Amateur in '77, the Junior Amateur in '97, which, by the way, just for a little bit of history, Trevor Immelman was a runner-up, who has won a number of events on tour, and in 2003 the Senior PGA Championship, and most recently the 2010 and 11 AT&T Championship.
Yeah, that was when Congressional was getting ready for the U.S. Open, so Aronimink stepped to the plate and hosted back-to-back the AT&T National.
We did, and it was a great event.
Yeah, and winner, the first one, 2010, a guy who had a lot of success 3 years after that, right down the road at Marion, Justin Rose. And I have a pretty good feeling he may be back here with a little home field advantage in September 2018.
I'm sure he will be.
That will be something. Nick Watney was the other winner right here.
Nick Watney was the other winner here, and top 70 are coming here, so I'm sure Justin's in that mix.
I would think so. You know, Aronimink this year is coming off a major restoration by the great golf course architect Gil Hands. Tell us about it.
In 2014, the membership hired Gil Hands to do a review of our golf course master plan. And in conjunction with that, Gil's review, he was of the opinion that Donald Ross got it right the first time. And his recommendation is restore this golf course as close as you can to the way it was built in 1928. So the membership accepted Gil's recommendations, and in the fall of 2017, we began the restoration of our golf course. We have taken our fairways and restored them to original design and dimension. We've built 175 new bunkers, which replaces 74.
Wait a minute. 175 new bunkers.
Yes, which replaces the 74 that existed before. And we reclaimed a lot of our green space. You know, for example, if you look at our 15th hole, which is a long par 4, that green has been extended about 30 feet to the back, which now creates more of a bowl effect to the green as it was originally built.
You know, you mentioned Donald Ross, 1928. 20 years later, he came out here, and he said, you know, he intended Aronimink to be his masterpiece. You can see this on various websites. But he admitted, sort of a confession, he didn't realize how great a golf course he had built.
Yeah, and there's a plaque up off the first hole that you can see that has that comment by Donald Ross. The last part of our restoration program is going to be our tee box structures. We're going from what was rectangular raised tees to more freeform shaped. We're able to do 5 of them during last fall, and we'll complete the remainder of the 13 this fall.
So they'll be ready to go for the BMW Championship in September of 18.
Yes, they will.
What will it play from the tips?
Oh, it probably could stretch out to maybe 7,300 easily. We haven't had any discussions about championship tees, but it could even be further than that.
All right, it's going to be a real test, and deservedly so, because you're doing with the top 70 players at that point in the FedEx Cup Series.
That's correct. It's the 70 that go to the Tour Championship after that, so it's going to be an exciting event.
How have the members responded? I mean, it's always tough, Joe, a person in your shoes as club president, saying to the members, hey, look, you know, we're going to have to give up some time, playing time maybe, you know, the infrastructure that's involved. You know what that's like from previous events while you've been a member here.
Mm-hmm. The membership has embraced the tournament without question, wholeheartedly. We're very excited about it. There's a lot of enthusiasm about it. And most importantly, we see the true beneficiary of this tournament being the caddies that wind up with scholarships and opportunities for a lifetime.
So they are going to benefit, actually,
yes,
dollars and cents wise.
The major beneficiary of the tournament will be the Platt Evans Scholarship Program. So these young men and women are going to have the opportunity to benefit from this tournament. Since 2007, the BMW Championship has raised $24 million for caddy scholarships.
I got to ask you before you go, you talked about the great golf course, restoration, the bunkers, the tees, which is still in progress. Do you have a favorite hole? What would it be?
My favorite hole is the 4th hole, because it's a great driving hole and it gives you the opportunity to get on from a couple different angles. And for some reason, I happen to putt well on that hole. So
for some reason. You know, I thought we're not that far. We're standing adjacent to the putting green, not that far from the 10th tee. And everybody who's ever been to Aronimink or heard about Aronimink, sooner or later finds out about number 10. Arguably, maybe one of the toughest par 4s in the world.
Without question. If you make the turn on 10, you go through 11 and 12. It's probably 3 of the toughest holes, challenging holes that you'll find anywhere in golf.
And once you get to the green, that's when the fun really begins, right?
It really begins at that point.
Joe, one more time, a mention of the website and how people can get that jump start on tickets.
For buying tickets and for volunteering, it's bmwchampionship.com.
My name is John Manos. I'm the Director of Course Rating here at the Golf Association of Philadelphia. I've been here, this will be my 4th season in 2017. My main responsibilities are course rating and slope rating. We have 5 volunteer teams of 45 course raters that go out and rate every one of our member golf courses. I also provide support for the GIN service and our tournament management software. What I like best is really getting out to all of our member clubs, seeing the different courses, the different people, and I think I've been to every one of our member clubs, so it's really good to see all the different places, from down in Delaware all the way up to Scranton, out to York, and everything in between. So every one of our member clubs, on their scorecard, you'll see a course rating and a slope rating, and that was us and our volunteers who provided that.
beautiful balance, beautiful swing. You know, one of the things that the viewers can think about.
The first tee of Greater Philadelphia, where golf is more than a game.
Success requires hard work. No way around it. Realize timing is key. Be willing to push yourself. Stay in control. Trust technology to support you. My father once said, "Doesn't matter what you do in life, just be the best at it."
Welcome back to Inside Golf. You know, this time of the year, it's always a pleasure to go to Talamore Golf Club and go inside Lou Guzzi's laboratory to warm up and get some great golf tips. And today we're going to meet one of Lou's prized pupils, who happens to be a championship caliber high school golfer.
Well, that's a beautiful looking swing, Liam. Liam Hart here at the Lou Guzzi Golf Academy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
PIAA state champion. This young man just shot 1 over par for 2 rounds at Heritage Hill, took the state championship. Congratulations.
Thanks, Lou.
How did it feel?
Really can't describe it. Biggest win of my career for sure. Haven't really played in too many big tournaments up to this point, so to win the state championship, definitely beyond what I would have thought.
That's the remarkable thing. Years ago, about 3 years ago, Liam and I started working together, and one of the questions I had for him, which we ask all our students, is why are you playing golf? And he gave the perfect answer: I love it, and I want to have fun, and I want to play. No tournament experience.
No, not at all.
Wasn't even interested in playing in tournaments. And then, you know, once in a while, watching him play and watching him swing, it was like, you know what, maybe try the tournaments. You know, see if you want to play tournament golf. Wasn't interested, and then about 1.5 years ago, started playing in the tournament, surprised me. We kept working on the swing. Next thing you know, here he is at almost 17 years old. He wins the state championship with very limited tournament experience. So how did you do that? How did you handle yourself in tournament play?
Don't try to think about it as it is a tournament. Rather just think about it Sunday round with my family and my friends. I think a big part of it is just envisioning yourself being somewhere else other than the stressful environment of a tournament. So I'm just pretending like every shot I hit, I'm just playing with my buddies on a Sunday, just maybe playing for some money or something. So
you enjoyed that?
I did.
And tell everybody how you got into golf.
I got into golf when I was, I'd say 3 or 4. My dad bought me a set of clubs just so I could hit in the backyard a little bit. And then once I got a little bit older, started to go out on the course with him. That's probably just so my dad could get out more because my mom wouldn't let him go. But eventually my mom got bored of staying at home, so she got a set of clubs herself. So nowadays the 3 of us go out on Sundays, and it's a great experience with the family.
Yeah, really good. And Mom and Dad really love golf, that's for sure. And you know, basically what we've done, we haven't done that much, just worked on the swing a little bit, let you go out there and play. The key is he works hard at it. Learning the swing's really easy, but it's getting the student to work at the game. Dig it out, as Ben Hogan would say, dig it out of the dirt, right?
Exactly.
So we have a student here that loves to hit balls, loves to go out and play. What a perfect combination for an instructor like me, eh?
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's pretty good stuff. Now, where do you go to school?
Holy Ghost Prep, Ben Salem, Pennsylvania.
So they're all happy, right?
They are, they're excited.
Yeah, I bet everybody was excited about that win, huh?
Yeah.
Why don't you hit a couple of shots for us? Let's just talk real quick about what you're doing with your swing. He has absolutely wonderful tempo. So Liam's nice and controlled with his swing, kind of goes along with his personality, and it's perfect for tournament golf. Let's see a shot, 8-iron swing. Beautiful balance, beautiful swing. You know, one of the things that the viewers can think about while you're out there playing, and we've talked about this, Liam talked about kind of going to your happy place where you feel comfortable. You're playing with your friends, you're just having a casual round.
we tell a lot of our students, wherever you practice, visualize being there when you're playing golf. So if you're out on the golf course and it's an intimidating shot, which of course at Heritage Hill there were a lot of intimidating shots, in the case of the building here, we have some of our students feel like they're in the building, they hit the shot. When they look back up, they're playing the golf course that they're on, the hole that they're on, they're nice and relaxed, and they end up hitting a lot of good golf shots. Pretty cool. Well, congratulations there, state champ.
Thank you.
Yep. Harry, back to you.
All right, stay with us. More to come on Inside Golf. Next, our teed off panel with some advice on how maybe you can cut some strokes off your handicap.
And to go from a 5 to a 4 is just about as difficult to do as to go from a 20 to a 16.
Welcome back to Inside Golf. We are now ready for our teed off panel, and we are at the beautiful Bluestone Country Club in Blue Bell, Pennsylvania, with our esteemed panel that includes, to my extreme right, Mr. Bob Shepard, who is a Philadelphia area native, PGA professional, author. He's working now on his 3rd book, but the first one you still have out there for us.
Yeah, it's still selling too, which is very good. I'm proud of that.
It's all in the title, you know.
I know it is.
Which is?
If you hadn't invented golf, we never would have needed the damn whiskey.
There you go. And I like the new one is what? Otera?
Yeah, Otera's Ladder.
Right.
And that is
on earth as it is in heaven. Huh?
Exactly.
Okay.
And
you're a spiritual guy too. I know. Whiskey, spirituality covers all the bases.
The Dormy House. That's another one. That's where you sleep and the spirits come to save you.
Oh, we'll talk about that on this topic.
Good topic right here for that.
Chris Gardner is our host, actually, the PGA professional here at Bluestone, and you're going to love this topic too because it has to deal with lessons and lowering handicaps, and I'm sure you got some stories.
Yes, sir.
Mark Peterson, Executive Director of the Golf Association of Philadelphia. He doesn't worry. He's a steady player. He's been like a 2 for his entire life, right?
On the day.
All right. The topic is, I'm sure you guys wake up in the morning and on your phone you have an email and it's from some noted instructor, how to cut your handicap in half. And it's a video and very slick production, Mark. And I'm looking at this and I'm saying, come on, cut my hand. Now, maybe if I'm a 2 and I want to get down to a 1, but what if I'm a 20 and can I get down to a 10 just by watching this video?
Not by watching that video. I haven't seen the video, but maybe I need to.
You know it can't happen.
It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. But, you know, hey, it's marketing, right? How to improve? Well, one, you consult your local PGA pro, right? And dedication to the game. Practice, practice, practice.
Right.
So,
speaking of PGA pros, and this is why I knew you were going to really love this, Chris, you're here at Bluestone, and I'm sure at the beginning of the season, you may be having 1 or 20 members go out and say, I want to cut my handicap, maybe not in half, let's be realistic, but I want to take a few strokes off my handicap. Does that put pressure on you or on them or on both?
Sure it does, especially if I had the same conversation the year before. You know,
with the same person?
Yeah, exactly. And I want them to improve as much as they want to improve, obviously. I want everyone to enjoy the game as much as they can, and the better we play, the more we enjoy it, usually. There are a lot of factors involved, the equipment you're hitting, the course you're playing, the conditions you're playing in, and maybe even the group you're playing with. But you know, I wish there was a magic potion to take a 20 handicap down to 15 or less. We do track it. You know, Jen has a most improved player report that I'm looking at this time of year and watching whose handicaps dropped maybe 4 or 5 strokes, and it does happen. 10, maybe a bit much, but you know, that formula is based on percentages. And to go from a 5 to a 4 is just about as difficult to do as to go from a 20 to a 16 by percentage.
So, yeah, a lot of clubs do have every year an award to the most improved player when it comes to handicap, which is something to shoot for. Now, Bob, you've been giving lessons, I won't say for how long, but let's say, you know, a while.
100 years.
Yeah. Do you have people used to come to you and what would you advise? I mean, is it like, well, let's go over to the putting green. Let's get away from the driving range. Maybe we can start, you know, there. Are there certain aspects of the game maybe that people don't think of automatically that can help improve their game?
Yeah, I tell you where, you get guys every day that walk up to you and say, I'm hitting it pretty good, but my driver's like 300, and then but I can't seem to score. And you sit there and say, do you know how far 300 yards is? It's like forever and ever, you know? So they have misconceptions of what can happen in golf. And the old phrase was, you want to cut your handicap in half? Don't go to the 10th tee. Go and have a hot dog. Relax a little bit, will you? Just take the heat off yourself. So that's the big thing there. The other thing is understanding that the game is mystical in its own way. What was it? Mickelson was going to shoot 59 over at the British Open, remember? And the last putt lipped out and came back. Well, the thought from players is that there's little men in the cups, little spirits, and they will reach up and pull the ball in, or they'll bat it away, depending on what mood you've presented to them. So being a gentleman in golf is quite a good way of establishing a good, solid handicap.
So be a nicer guy out there, maybe you'll see that handicap
Right,
drop.
exactly. You want to be a gentleman and just take your medicine when you need to, you know?
Yeah, being the nice guy might help you get a couple of gimmies here and there from your group.
There you go. There's a good idea.
Not the gang I play with, but that's another story.
Well, I would say that whether we're talking about cutting your handicap in half or just improving a couple strokes, one of the best things for us or for golf professionals is an improving golfer is a more active golfer, which means they have more desire to come to the practice green or the practice range or to play another round, to have another beverage, to have another lunch. It brings more enthusiasm into the club. So we're all for trying to improve your game, whether it's through mystical people in the cups that you just have to pray and be nice to, or consulting your local PGA pro. There's many ways to improve. A lot of them are marketing. You just got to get out there and make it happen.
And the other thing, it's frustrating, especially, and I can speak, present tense here, the fact that the older you get, you can't do at a certain age what you used to do. Okay, you fellas, I'm probably the oldest among everybody, but even at a young age like yourself, there are things you can't do anymore that you used to be able to do maybe 5 years ago. Right?
Well, the 300-yard drive was never an issue for me, but it's still not an issue.
That wasn't part of the package?
No.
But you've seen it, right? I mean, somebody maybe in their 50s and above, all of a sudden they say, I used to be able to shoot whatever, and now I'm going north.
I mean, I think that's two-part as well. I mean, I think in their mind they might still be a certain age. Unfortunately, we know the ability may have gone down. Maybe they just can't hit it as far. So that's our nice way to recommend maybe playing a set of tees up. That's hard if they're the only one in the group playing a set of tees up, but we want you to play a golf course that matches your abilities, and so you can still have that same challenge you've always had. I mean, I'm 34 now, and no, I don't play as much golf as I was when I was 14, 15, 16, so when I do play, I don't play maybe as well as I want to, but a lot of that is how many days you play and what's the course you're playing.
Right, I like your advice. Stay active with the game.
As long as you're enjoying it, it's just a number.
Yep.
Right.
What is your number? And maybe you get a couple more shots, maybe you play a forward tee, but on a day like today at a golf course like this, just play golf.
Get out there.
Enjoy it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy it is the biggest thing, and the spirits will take care of you.
I want to meet some of those spirits. I think with Bobby Shepherd, they all hang around the 19th, not the 10th hole.
Right.
We'll be back. More of Inside Golf in a moment.
Located in Bluebell, just a short drive from Plymouth Meeting, Bluestone Country Club offers a setting that's close at hand but feels like a world away. Bluestone offers a championship caliber golf course, practice facilities including a large driving range, separate chipping and putting areas, and a staff of PGA professionals. At the Country House at Bluestone, you'll find excellent food, superb service, and an outstanding setting. Their expert staff will assist in planning your next event, whether it's a wedding or simply a lunch and dinner or cocktail party. Check out Bluestone's variety of membership options. Much more than a golf course, Bluestone is a community. Hey viewers of Inside Golf, have you heard about Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine? Published by ex-Eagles and Philadelphia Stars tight end Ken Dunnick, these magazines offer the very best in content on subjects of interest to men. Writers include Glenn McNall, Bill Line, and George Anastasia. And you can increase your business by attending our monthly private parties as an advertiser. Call 856-912-4007 or email ken@jerseymanmagazine.com for more information.
Along with being stewards of the game of golf, your local PGA professional wears many hats.
We are teachers.
We are players.
We are managers.
We are merchandisers.
And community leaders.
But we all wear one badge.
PGA professionals are well-trained experts who work hard to share the joy of golf with our neighbors for over 90 years. To find your local PGA professional, visit phillypga.com. Brought to you by the Philadelphia section of the PGA.
We are the experts in the game and business of golf.
That's going to do it for this week's edition of Inside Golf. And next week, we'll be right back here at Aronimink Golf Club in Newtown Square, where recently they announced that not only the women's but also the men's PGA championships are coming to Aronimink. The women in 3 years and the men in 2027. Club President Joe Fabrizio will tell us what it means not only for Aronimink but for golf enthusiasts here in Philadelphia. And by the way, I'd be remiss without wishing everybody a very happy Thanksgiving. And thanks for what you do to help us here at Inside Golf. I'm Harry Donahue. Remember, no matter how bad it's going for you out there, don't pick up. Enjoy your Turkey Day, folks, and we'll see you next time from right here at Aronimink on Inside Golf.
Inside Golf, now celebrating its 20th season, is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 54 courses, 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee of Philadelphia. The First Tee helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit thefirsttphiladelphia.org. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man Magazine, it's a Jersey way of life. And by Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia Section PGA. Experts in the game and business of golf. Take time to thank your local PGA golf professional.